Indonesia Tzu Chi volunteers provide hot food to affected residents while they clean up their homes. A senior recycling volunteer in Taiwan puts her burden behind and finds joy in serving others. Welcome to Diet Headlines. I'm Maggie Tai. Thank you for joining us. In Indonesia, in the aftermath of the floods, Tzu Chi volunteers have been distributing hot food in Tangerine. Since most affected residents have been busy cleaning up their homes, they did not have time to go buy food. Therefore, they're very grateful to Tzu Chi's warm assistance.
The muddy water keeps running from higher ground, and many houses are being flooded on the first floor. When it flooded, the floodwater was as deep as 3 meters in Salondok, Tangerine.
Now the rain has stopped and the floodwater has receded. The residents have started to clean up their homes. As we assessed damages yesterday, we discovered that there is damaged furniture everywhere and people are helpless.
After the floodwater receded, Tangerine City volunteers mobilized more than 40 volunteers and Tzu Chis to prepare 1,000 servings of hot food. Volunteer Adina's home was also flooded. The water was so deep that she did not know what to do. Fortunately, she escaped from the scene. After cleaning up her home, she dedicated herself to doing volunteer work.
I did not expect the water would come so quickly and it would flood so badly. My bed and closet have been damaged. Since I was affected, I can relate to other affected residents. When I distribute the hot food, I told them that I was also affected, but I am willing to come out and help up to pass positive energy to the affected residents.
We want to thank Tzu Chi volunteers for giving us hot food so we do not have to go buy it from outside. For the past days, we have been busy cleaning up our homes. We did not have time to go buy food or cook.
Although the journey to rebuilding their homes is a long one, city volunteers will continue to provide the much-needed love and warmth.
The Syrian civil war has forced tens of thousands of families to be separated. A Syrian refugee, Salma, who is staying in Jordan, is participating in Tzu Chi's work for relief program. Her family remains in Germany. When her father passed away last November in Germany, local Tzu Chi volunteers gave them support. Out of gratitude, Salma's mother and siblings attended Tzu Chi's year-end blessing ceremony in Germany.
Due to the Syrian civil war, Asama's family has been separated. She's staying in Jordan, participating in Tzu Chi's work for relief program and helping her fellow countrymen. She also keeps in touch with her parents and siblings in Germany, hoping that they can reunite after the war. Nevertheless, last November, she was told that her father passed away due to a heart problem.
Unfortunately, my father has passed away on November 22nd. Upon learning the news, Tzu Chi volunteers went to visit me at home. They comfort me and I am very grateful.
Bearing the pain of losing her father, she has done her best to help Tzu Chi complete a free clinic and distribution. Meanwhile, Tzu Chi volunteers in Germany also visited her family in Germany.
We are on the train traveling from Franken to Stuttgart. Franken is about 150 kilometers away from Stuttgart.
Tzu Chi volunteers have delivered love and warmth on behalf of the daughter. Asama has also received the news of her mother's well-being.
My mother feels peace of mind. I am very grateful. Although she feels the pain deep in her heart, your visit has comforted her.
Tzu Chi volunteers' help has calmed the anxious minds of Asama's families in Jordan and Germany. Asama's mother has asked her son and daughter to drive for 3 hours to attend Tzu Chi's year-end blessing ceremony in Germany.
I am 19 and I am attending high school. I study diligently and I can speak German. I hope I can attend college.
I am 29 years old and I am married with 3 children.
Wow.
Asama's family is grateful to Tzu Chi volunteers. Tzu Chi volunteers will continue to give them spiritual support as they pursue a better life in a foreign land.
The sanitation worker Li Lifang, who is 65 years old, lives with a pair of children with mental retardation. She also suffers from rheumatism and renal problems. Hence, 10 volunteers visit her recently to help paint and renovate her old houses so that she could have a fresh start of the new year.
With a view to make her new environment to celebrate the coming of the new year, I came here today to paint her house.
When volunteers stepped into the house, a tangy charcoal smell came. Now that the gas stove is so popular, the Lee family of three is still burning wood to cook, making every wall burnt black. The volunteers try to clear out the old things from the house. With over 30 years and its original poor building materials, a large amount of mud fell from the house as the volunteers scrubbed the walls. Yet, this is also the purpose of this trip. Everyone is busy working happily.
When we were painting the walls just now, Sister Shu Xing said she has the sense of accomplishment. Brother Wen Kai also said he has the sense of accomplishment, and Brother Huang Yang felt the same. Everyone's happy.
We are living in the high-rise buildings in the city. It is hard to believe that there are still some people living in such a poor environment. Compared with them, we are very blessed, right?
Of the 10 volunteers, only one has experience in painting the wall. Yet everyone worked hard, so the super task was completed quickly.
Living in a big house is not as good as having a big heart. The sentence is good for you. That means that we have to enlarge our mind. The size of the house doesn't matter. The most important thing is that the family can stay together. It's a happy thing, isn't it?
Volunteers gave them living subsidy for this month and a red envelope of wisdom and blessing before they left, hoping the family can have a happy year.
4 sessions of year-end blessing ceremony were held at Zhongshan District in Taipei this year with over 1,600 people attending. At the ceremony in Xindian in New Taipei City, many people donated their coin banks to help people in need. Let's take a look.
I got my documenting volunteer ID from Dai TV in 1998, and the number is 1.
74 Wang Jingwen has been a documenting volunteer for over 20 years. His devotion helped record many valuable historical things for Tzu Chi.
Why did I start recording? Because I noticed that every time Tzu Chi hosted distribution, nobody recorded it. Then I felt that as reporters we should record them. At that time, I was a cameraman at TTV.
2 years ago, when he was recording a year-end blessing ceremony, he accidentally dropped his video camera and broke it, and it depressed him very much. Then, under the encouragement of fellow volunteers, he regained his confidence. He also made New Year wishes.
Taiwanese and Tzu Chi are really very kind. So I want to record these good things and broadcast them continuously. Let our future generations know our society is full of love.
Wang Jingwen is a role model for the year-end blessing ceremony in Zhongshan District in Taipei this year. 4 sessions of over 1,600 people joined and prayed together.
I'm very moved today because Tzu Chi has been saving and helping people. We really admire and support the Master's missions. We will follow the Master's spirit and help people in every community.
Xindian Jinshi Hall is also filled with the joy of Lunar New Year. There are many booths outside the hall to let volunteers show their talents.
We can use this creativity to form good affinities with the public. I hope I can promote it wider to more people, so they can also help the suffering people in East Africa. I hope everyone can give their share.
The audience bring their coin banks to donate the money to do good deeds.
Every time when I see people bring their coin banks to us and pour out the money, I am always moved because I see everyone's love is being inspired. If everyone has love, the society will become peaceful and there won't be any disaster in the world.
Tzu Chi volunteers hold year-end ceremony in communities, hoping to gather more love and spread it out.
A group of Tzu Chi volunteers with different expertise has been serving in Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital throughout the year. To thank them for their contributions, the hospital has hosted a Thanksgiving party with nearly 500 volunteers participating. With the most sincere heart, the medical team served meals and gave presents to these volunteers. Let's join them there.
The long-term care team is performing with different costumes, showing the care and dedication of the long-term care service to the seniors. The medical team takes turns to show their talents, making everyone move together and winning the audience applause.
Coming here makes me younger. I think I'm the youngest here because I danced with others just now. I think only here can make me so happy.
Every year, the medical team acts as the table leader to serve meals for volunteers. They also present gifts to express their gratitude to the volunteers for their hard work in the hospital throughout the year.
Gathering together let us have the opportunity to express our gratitude. May I wish every Tzu Chi volunteer a good health, auspiciousness, and good fortune.
The medical staff takes care of us and this hospital. We also need to support them. Bless you all with peace and prosperity. Happy New Year.
Being the strongest support of the medical team, Tzu Chi volunteers comfort patients and care for medical staff in every corner of the hospital. Everyone agreed to work together continuously to safeguard the health of the public in the coming year.
At the recycling station in Taiwan, there is a 72-year-old recycling volunteer called Zhang Yunzhou. Her son is physically challenged and her husband passed because of liver failure. She has to work hard for their living and take care of her son. Encouraged by volunteers, she started volunteering in different aspects and became happier than ever.
37-year-old Tzu Chi has hearing, language, and mental disabilities. He is also autistic.
I lay down on the sofa and slept. Later, when I woke up, I smelled a bad smell. When I found something was wrong, I immediately grasped into the toilet and used a scoring pad to clean his hands. Such kind of things always happens.
Getting lost and turning over boxes at home without self-control are the tests that Zhang Yunzhou has to face every day.
He picked up the pens and gave it to me. I said, "You needed to put it on yourself." In the past, we were the ones who helped him. I thought it was wrong. Later on, his bad habits have been corrected by me.
Treating her own son with toughness and flexibility, she has to behave like a strict father and a loving mother. She took care of Tzu Chi for 37 years without any complaints, yet her sufferings are all written on her face.
I was not used to smile in the past. I frowned easily and usually wore an unhappy face.
Knowing about her story indirectly, Tzu Chi volunteers went to her home to care for her, making her think differently.
She not only does recycling but also helps cooking and picks up tea leaves in Sanyi. She also helps organize the clothes to be sent to Mozambique.
Some of my good friends asked me why I look younger and happier than before.
Her cheeks seem to have rubbed with natural blush, and her smile appears more often. Serving as recycling volunteer for more than 3 years, Zhang Yunzhou said she was getting happier than ever.
In our third episode of Tzu Chi Helping with More Renovations, we travel to Yunlin County's Xihu Township. There is a lady surnamed Huang had to quit her job to care for her ill husband and her mother-in-law with dementia. She survives on a low-income household subsidy and has no money to renovate her house. Thankfully, Tzu Chi stepped in and filled this void.
I don't want to say that my fate is bad. He doesn't ask me for pocket money. Really, he never asked me for pocket money since he was young.
从小到现在都不会向我讨零用钱。
The whole family's burden is on Mrs. Huang. Her 17-year-old son is her spiritual pillar. Even if he doesn't talk about her love and appreciation for his mother's hard work shows in his eyes.
要照顾
She takes care of the dad and grandma and needs to worry about the money.
跟奶奶，要为钱担心。
We have no money for repairs. We really have no extra money.
Her husband is ill and her mother-in-law has dementia. She quit her job to take care of them. And if there is no low-income subsidy, she would be out of food. Building a house is a far-reaching dream for them. This home does not have a toilet or bathroom, but has borrowed the washroom of a relative's house for many years. This kitchen has no doors and windows. It can't be used in the rain. The 70-year-old teenager has to sleep in the same room with his parents for a long time.
In my heart, I hope I can give my child some space.
The most important repairs we need will focus on the bathroom, kitchen, and son's room.
Volunteers reported on the repairs to the Tzu Chi construction office. From digging septic tanks to removing a ceiling, dozens of people worked together. And the biggest surprise was their ability to transform this humble warehouse into a dream space. The kitchen is bright and airy, and it can also accommodate a refrigerator. Next to it is the teenage boy's room. Here he can write his homework without bothering his parents. Opening the window brings in the light, which is some relief from the sweltering heat. The partition also leads the bathroom to be wet and dry.
It's repair well now. I'm grateful for the house. I'm grateful for Tzu Chi.
The sounds of blessings and rejoicing are all a gift of love that she will cherish forever. At the same time, she also wants to make a wish.
In the future, if I am able, I truly want to help out.
Tzu Chi volunteers sent winter warmth to Yi County in Hebei Province. Volunteers brought supplies to over 1,700 households this year. They've also invited the medical team to provide treatments to local seniors in hope that everyone can have a healthy and peaceful New Year.
慈济人走到哪里，哪里就有希望，带来的不是米面油，带来的是幸福。
Tzu Chi volunteers send love at the end of every year. The team arrived in Yi County a day early to check on the 8 items. This year, there was no floor.
During our visits in May, many seniors are old and they told us that it's exhausting for them to mix the flour themselves. So we try to give them noodles instead, so it's more convenient and faster for them to eat.
这回给您的生活包里边就有这个油，
都有这个
您回去
油啊，
抹抹。
好啊，
啊，
这社会都是好啊。
对呀。
请捐赠。
Tzu Chi has been caring for Yi County since 2009. Local seniors have kept this love in their heart. Volunteers try to provide them different services each year they come.
The local seniors mostly have high blood pressure. This year, we also emphasize acupuncture and orthopedics.
就是自己学的东西呢，自己的技术可以给乡亲们。
I can use my knowledge and skill to bring them practical benefits.
益处，对，所以我
I feel very nice.
At the venue besides Tzu Chi volunteers, there were local residents and scholarship recipients who volunteered to help.
Through this event, I truly felt that love goes both ways. When you are nice to someone, they will be nice to you. The world is full of love and compassion, and I want to pass down this great love.
不累不累，不累是吧？这种累，心情是好的，有累也不累。
The temperature is 11 degrees below Celsius, but no one feels cold because the warmth of love is in their hearts. 83-year-old Grandma Wong collects recyclables and sells them to make a living after her husband passed away. She has had a surgery recently, and her family urged her to get rid of the recyclables piled in her house to avoid wound infection. So the grandma agreed to let Tzu Chi volunteers clean her house.
The interior of this house is filled with so many recyclables that there is only enough space for one person to walk through. Not just the first floor, there are also recyclables on the stairs and the second floor. 83-year-old Grandma Wong started collecting recyclables after her husband passed away.
She collects so many, but she's not willing to sell them. Many recyclables have gathered outside the house.
She should sell them immediately after collecting. Don't keep them here like this. This is bad for the environment and also herself. It's bad for neighbors too.
The recyclables she collected for years have become garbage because the termites have eaten them. She regarded them as her treasure until she had a health problem.
She has a colostomy, and I told her to get infections from the bacteria arising from these things.
I was happy, so I told her to clean them, or I didn't know what to do.
2 trucks were used to collect the recyclables. Volunteers came back and forth several times to remove everything.
We brought them to the recycling station for further sorting. Then we sold those that could be sold immediately and gave the money to the grandma as her allowance.
Over 30 volunteers spent the whole morning cleaning and removing things from the grandma's house and finally returned her a clean and special living environment. They also hope she'll recover shortly.
On the internet, one can read rumors of contact lenses actually melting due to smoke from barbecue grills. This could pose a danger to eyes if true, though fortunately we asked a number of medical experts who say that such a situation is actually highly unlikely.
I believe that the temperature of the smoke is actually quite high.
Will the smoke from the barbecue grill hurt your eyes if you are wearing contact lenses?
I think that it is possible that contact lens may be damaged due to the high temperature.
It may melt, and if it is not made from good material, but good quality contact lens won't melt.
On the internet, there are a few cases of contacts melting under high heat. After all, contact lenses are made from plastics, but should everyone who is doing a barbecue take them out?
It's highly unlikely that a pair of contact lenses will melt.
Doctors believe that stories of contact lenses melting are purely fictional, as they try to dispel these irrational fears.
The average water content of contact lenses is between 30 to 55%. It's because of this high water content. So for the contact lenses to melt, you first have to get rid of this water. But to do that, they could be refreshed with moisture from tears.
Instead, doctors warn people that they shouldn't get too close to a barbecue grill, as oil may suddenly rise up.
When barbecuing, things may be cooking and spurting, and grease could rise up or other things and damage the eye. This might be difficult to dodge and cause problems.
Doctors warn not to believe everything you read on the internet, though there are still some dangers associated with visiting a barbecue restaurant.
Kaohsiung Women's Prison invited teachers to teach over 1,000 inmates how to make bags and find strength in the process. Take a look and see you next time.